Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name's Alex and I am the owner and founder of the Essex Allotment farm, which for its main is a 4 seasons market garden that produces organic vegetables direct to end consumer in and around Essex. So I'm doing a really quick intro today because I haven't done a YouTube video in getting on for 2 years. Well, maybe it's 18 months, but either way, it's been a long time. Kind of became a little bit disillusioned with YouTube. Time got the better of me, but I've taken on some more help this year, which will enable me to produce more content for you guys. That coincides with some new ventures that I'm getting involved with on the farm and in other areas in and around Essex. And today I'm going to share with you one of the new projects that I've been hired to consult. Is consult the right word? Yeah, a consultation for a fantastic new market garden. No, that's going to be a re-edit. Not a market garden, it's a kitchen garden for a cafe and bakery in the Malden area in Essex. True to form, my videos are pretty rough, and even now I still have a little bit of a problem speaking directly to camera, so that intro is a little bit rough and ready. That's kind of the theme of my videos as they whole, so if you're expecting some kind of cinematic experience, probably best to skip now. In this video I'm going to share with you kind of where I'm at on the farm, but mainly we'll be looking at my brand new venture, which, as I sort of alluded to just back like 10 seconds ago, is I have been hired as a consultant for a brand new kitchen garden in Malden, which will service a specials menu at a brand spanking new cafeteria and bakery. Yeah, I got there. Anyway, enough of me waffling to camera. I'm going to jump straight in and give you a sneak peek of the new cafeteria and bakery I got there, and I'm going to walk you around the new grounds that I'll be consulting on. Effectively what I'll be doing is I'll be splitting my time, 75% of my time at the farm, 25% of my time at this new kitchen garden. I'm waffling again, but yes, effectively I will be leading the team over there through the first season, using the grounds and the wonderfully designed kitchen garden, the wonderfully designed new kitchen garden. I'll be setting out a plan and leading the team through the first season to produce enough vegetables to service their specials menu, so you'll be able to go to this brand new cafe and bakery and eat some of the food that's grown on site in a beautiful setting and cooked by some wonderful chefs on site. And yes, anyway, let's just jump into it, and I'll do a better job of showing you around the new grounds and giving you a bit more detail about what I'll be doing. Okay, so here we are at the entrance to the restaurant kitchen garden, and the site, you'll have seen from the overhead shots, is brimming with potential. But for season 1 we're going to start small and build as time goes on. I'm going to start with these 4 outside raised beds. These 2 that you're looking at are the size of roughly tennis courts, maybe just a bit smaller than tennis courts. So the site isn't open at the moment, and as you can probably see, still building works going on both in the restaurant and the surrounding grounds. But as we go up a level to the 2nd and 3rd of the 4 raised beds that I was alluding to, we can take a look at these beds. I have one of the first jobs that I had was to order in a load of locally sourced manure, and we filled all these 4 beds and the 2 polytunnels with a big thick layer of manure. In these beds back in October, we put some finishing compost on the top and planted some garlic, more as a test to see how the growing conditions were and the quality of the compost, and they seem to be doing fine so far. As we carry on walking around, the main sort of focus point of this top area of the garden is the two 14-metre long polytunnels. Again, they're a little rough and ready. The doors aren't touched particularly well. They need some finishing to them. But we, as I said, have put a big thick layer of manure down and some wood chips down in a central path, and that'll be the basic layout. These polytunnels will be equipped with electric for lighting, and they've got water for irrigation systems or hose pipes, depending on which direction we go in. In season 1, the plan is to use these polytunnels to extend the seasons, both in early spring and late summer into early winter. But for the main part in the summer, this will be where we grow the bulk of our tomatoes, cucumbers, aubergines, chilies, etc. But yeah, they should be really good to work in. We'll just stick our head in the second one. We might even walk through it. There's a double door at the front entrance and a single door at the back, but they're both identical. Again, I sound repetitive, but we put a big thick layer of well-rotted horse manure and a wood chip path. So we'll scoot through this one and out the back, and we'll have a look at them from a different direction. So we're now at the furthest point of the site, away from the cafe itself. We've got these big wide paths that will eventually be shingled, and these great access gates. The whole sort of veg growing area has got chicken wire fencing to keep out rabbits and other pests and animals. The big paths are designed so that the public can walk around the kitchen garden and have access to the site on a daily basis. We will have gardeners here to answer any questions and show people around, but generally the site's been designed so that the general public can walk around when the cafe's open, which will be a great sort of additional selling point, if that's the right word, for the cafe. But anyway, we'll scoot down in between the two polytunnels. There's two tiny little beds that we'll utilise down the full length of the polytunnels for some real heat-loving crops. And here we are back at the front of the polytunnels, looking back down the site in the other direction. We've got a bonfire going down the bottom. As I said, it's still a building site, and the building on the left is the cafe itself. So I've scooted back up to the top of the site. This is next to the polytunnels. I'm just going to show you this area very quickly. So the gravelled area on the right hand side is ready for solar panels, which will help give a sustainability edge to the site, and it will power a lot of the electric in the cafe and in the garden, or at least support that. And then this is our storage area and what will become our real working area. So the shipping container is staying, and that's where we'll keep our tools, the shelving being put up in that as we speak. And then eventually this area will be an orchard with, along this fencing here, some compost bays. So the plan is to have 5 2-metre compost bays up against this cladding for us to produce our own compost on site. And then I've quickly skipped back down to the side, which is the main access area along the right hand side, or the north side of the kitchen garden, and I'm just heading back down and giving you a slightly different view. And this pathway leads all the way to the cafe itself eventually. But we'll cut back in, and here we are on the very lowest level with the first of the 2 beds that we looked at, the ones that I described as roughly a tennis court size each. And then yeah, this is the main sort of walkway through the dead centre of the garden itself. And eventually, if you follow this path all the way down, you reach the car park and where the cafe is. But we won't go much further than the gate because, like I said, it's a building site at the moment. So I've cut through the car park and I've brought you to the area right next to the cafe. So the plan here is to have outside seating, and this is the shingle on the right hand side that will eventually be on all of the paths. But the main attraction of this area, when you're sitting having coffee, fresh cakes, or lunch in this area in the sunshine, is this beautifully stunning greenhouse that I get to use for the next year. It's absolutely sensational, and I'll take you inside. It's a bit rough, like the rest of the site, because we're still getting stuff ready, but I have started sowing and have some seedlings germinated already. How could you not? It was one of the first things I did this side of Christmas because I was so excited to get going. So this greenhouse, as I said, is absolutely brilliant. It's functional as well. It's heated. There's lots of ventilation, and it'll be a fantastic growing space for not only germinating seeds and baby plants, but also for some specialist tomatoes, chilies and heat-loving plants in the summer. So there you have it, a little preview of the brand new site that I'll be consulting on this season. I'm super excited. I think it's a great growing space, and I can't wait to share the story with you guys.